Hope everyone's doing well. When I started this vlogging channel or my YouTube channel, I had 3 goals in mind of what I'm really passionate about or I really enjoy. And, that was my planner with Plan With Me's, beauty. And then a third thing that I love is fitness. I'm very passionate about fitness and health, and a little fitness history of me real quick I'll share with you is I had a personal trainer. Loved it so much that I became a certified personal trainer. I've ran many boot camps with children and adults. I'm a huge fan of childhood obesity, like prevention. I've ran tons of 5Ks, tons of 10Ks, and I've ran 1 half marathon, which I swear I would never do again. It was just, after 6 miles, it's just way too much in my opinion. But I know everyone loves different things, but that was just not my forte. But so that just kind of shows you that fitness and a healthy lifestyle I try to incorporate in my everyday life. And sometimes, I'm human and things happen, and I may not get a workout. I mean, there's been times where I've had months where I have not done anything besides maybe went on a 3-mile walk around the block, and which breaks my heart because my endorphins keep going. It keeps me in a happy mood. It gets my weight under control. It helps me eat better when, I'm active. So there have been times, I'm human, there have been times where I haven't worked out, but for the majority of the time I do like to stay active. And today what I wanted to do is more of an in-home workout that you can do if maybe you don't have access to a gym, or you don't want to get out of the house, because let's face it, sometimes just getting there is the hardest part. So just some things that you can do around the house. I'm going to actually be in the garage today because it's raining here in the lovely state of Alabama. So I'm going to be in the garage, but I have, a few pieces of equipment, and everyone's different. That doesn't mean that you have to use the equipment. You can just do body weight. But I wanted to show you a little bit of my style on how to work out, and I'm going to primarily focus on legs. Legs are, for a woman, the biggest muscle we have on our body and probably the strongest. So if we can use those muscles, we burn more calories, which are always a positive thing for women, and so therefore we burn body fat. So I'm going to focus on that, and then of course what all women love to work is abs. So I'm going to be doing those 2 things. First, I just want to go over, take a look at what I have on. So today I have a shirt, is my ADVOCARE shirt. Gosh, I can talk to you all day about ADVOCARE. It's my crack is what I call it. I can't survive without it. I'll put a link in the description box of the ADVOCARE website, but just to sum it up, and I'll probably do another video on that, is it's great for weight loss, appetite control, energy, because like who doesn't need energy, and even muscle gaining for some. So I got my ADVOCARE shirt, and then my pants are a little wild, but I love them. They are Carrie Underwood, has her own brand. It's the Carrie Underwood Apparel. She has her own website, which I'll link in the description box. But also Dick's Sporting Good carries her brand too. And then for shoe, I have my Brooks shoe, which is an old style. I don't even think they sell this. But these are great. I wouldn't say for training, but more for comfort and walking and running. So I love that. So this is what I have on. And next you will see me go through my in-home workout, and I will explain everything that I'm doing for today. So with that being said, let's get to it. Before we start our workouts, I recommend going for about a 1/4 mile to a 1/2 mile walk. It just gets the blood flowing to the legs. That way you don't pull any muscles. And then we're going to start off our workout still warming up the muscle, doing body weight squats. Here you really want to watch your form. You want to make sure that you're pushing your butt all the way down just like you're sitting in a chair, and making sure that your knees do not go above your toes. Here we're just warming up, no weight, so I recommend about 30 reps, and this just gets the blood flowing and your muscles used to what you're doing. Now that our legs are worn up, we can start adding some weight to it. And so I'm doing the same squat, but I'm adding a 25-pound kettlebell. You know, use the weight that you're used to. If you have 10-pound dumbbells, 5-pound dumbbells, you can always use those too. Still making sure that I'm using the same form and pushing up through the heels of my feet, and making sure that I squeeze my butt cheeks together on the way up to finish the motion. Next, we're going to take all the weight out of it, and we're going to do some cardio movements. This gets our heart rate up real high, but it also still is working the muscle. Here, if you have a BOSU ball, any type of BOSU will work. If not, you can always do these on the ground, just jumping up, or you can do like frog leaps if you want to travel with your jumps. The key with this is making sure that you step down. If you're coordinated and talented, then you can jump back down, but I'm always too scared of injury, so I go ahead and step down off of the BOSU. That completes set 1, and so I always recommend grabbing water in between sets, staying hydrated. Next, we're going to move on to lunges. So we're going to start back using the body weight, and I recommend using the same leg. We're not alternating just because we want to keep the pressure on that same leg. With these, you want to stretch out as far as you can. Want that knee to almost hit the ground. That's how far you want to go. And then you're pushing through the heel all the way back up. Here I recommend doing around 10 reps per leg. So as you see, I switched legs, and now I'm doing the next leg, same form, same amount of reps, just making sure I go as far as I can and pushing through the heel all the way back up. I'm going to add some weight to that. And I put these dumbbells on my shoulder just so that I don't have a tendency to lean forward and mess up my form, because you want a really tall back on these. So I put them above my shoulders, but you're more than welcome to dangle the dumbbell by your side. Here it's the same motion. I'm just adding some weight just like we did with the squats. And I'm going to do about 10 reps per leg. Now next, I'm going to go just like I did with the squats, and we're going to go cardiovascular on here. So we're going to do some lunge jumps. So you're going to pick a leg to start off with, and you're just going to leap high in the air as far as you can and come down in that lunge as low as you can. I know it looks silly, and in my eyes, I really think that I'm going as way up to the sky. As you can see, I'm not, but these are so hard, you're going to feel like you're going really, really high. And then after you do about 10 to 15, then you can switch legs and do the same exact thing on the opposite leg. So that was the second set of exercises, and next we'll move on Making sure you hydrate in between sets. So next exercise, we're going to be doing a stiff leg deadlift. And what this is your feet are going to be shoulder width apart, and you're going to be working all of your back legs. So you're going to drive your hips back, shoulders are going to be rounded back, and your chin's going to be to the ceiling. Reason being, if the shoulders are rounded forward, then it's really hard on your lower back, and we definitely don't want that. So shoulders back, chin up to the ceiling, and we're going to drive the hips back, and you're going to go about calf way. Here I like to do about 20 reps on these. I started out just getting warmed up, and now I'm going to move to the 25-pound kettlebell. This exercise actually is better when you use a little bit heavier weight. You will feel a pull all the way from your glute down to your calf. And this is how you'll know that you're working your hamstring, which is the back of your leg muscle. Next exercise is called a sumo squat. So your legs are going to be out as far as you can. Toes are pointed out. And you're actually going to be not really leaning forward, but think of a string pulling you down like a puppet. You're going to be bending at the knees, and you're going to be bending straight down. The goal with this is for the bottom of the kettlebell or the bottom of your dumbbell to touch the ground. And then on the way up, you're going to squeeze your inner thighs together, and this works the inner thighs. On this, making sure that you keep your arms real straight. Let the kettlebell do the work for you. So that concludes the third set of exercises. And now we're going to move on to abdominals. So here I recommend getting a towel, a mat, whatever you have to cushion your lower back. The first exercise is we're going to do a crunch, and we're pulling our legs into our abdominals. I'm just going to go ahead and forewarn you that my abdominals are not the strongest. So with this exercise, the goal is to keep your feet off the ground and all the tension on the abdomen. But of course, my abs are weak, so I put my legs on the ground, but I'm still crunching up. This is really slow and controlled. It's not supposed to be a fast motion. You really want to crunch at the top and feel the squeeze. Here I either do about 30 seconds or I'll count 15 reps. Next, we're going to go on and do Russian twist. So I have a 10-pound medicine ball. You can also use a dumbbell. Same concept, just add some weight. And you're going to be twisting from side to side. The goal is to twist farther back than your body. And this really works your obliques. Now this is the modified version. So if you have trouble keeping your legs up, keep your feet on the ground and still twist side to side. But if you can get your legs up, go ahead and keep them up. This is very hard, controlled. Take a breath if you need it, like I had to, and try to keep on going. Next, we're going to move on to obliques or love handles. So you're going to grab a dumbbell And we're going to reach from one corner to the next corner, from side to side. With this, you really have to focus on keeping your powerhouse, which is your abdomen, tight, because if not, you won't be working the core muscles. So make sure you keep it tight, squeeze, and bring that double behind you when you go down. After you do 10 to 15, go ahead and switch sides and do the same thing on the opposite side. And last but not least, we're going to do a windmill. So take that dumbbell and we're going to get a little squat and then windmill it out. 30 seconds is usually what I try to go for. And you're just twisting your abdomen from side to side. So this concludes our workout. This was just one big set. If you can, the goal is to do this whole exercise 2 more times.
So that concludes, my version of an in-home workout. My heart's beating really, really fast. I'm short of breath. I was actually having to take breaks in between sets. So, I hope this helps you get motivated, maybe seeing that you don't have to go to the gym every single day, that you can do things around the house. If you don't have dumbbells, if you don't have weights, take a gallon jug of milk. A jug is about approximately 8 pounds, so, that's a dumbbell all by itself. So there are things around the house that you can use if you don't have dumbbells. So I'm not going to say there's no excuse, because I'm a perfect example of there are times that you just can't get a workout in, but hopefully this helps maybe make it easier to get a workout in. So give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more in-home workouts. I would love to get some in the gym workouts taped, and maybe that will come later on down the road. But for now, I'm going to try to keep posting these little bits of information that you can do, some tips that you can do inside the home. So give this a thumbs up if you like it and you want to see more of it. And then, of course, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on any more of these videos. Hope y'all have a good day. Hope the workout was good, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
If I believe in love, and you believe in love, then we could be in love somehow.